There's another big summit for conservatives today, but it is not your average campaign event for stump speeches. The fourth annual Family Leadership Summit is a strictly Q&A format, which organizers hope leads to a good, unscripted look at the GOP hopefuls. Mike Emanuel is live in Ames, Iowa, there at the summit for us. So, Mike, I was going to ask if there's been anything controversial said, but between looking at Twitter and noting Donald Trump was there, I'm guessing the answer is already yes.
You're absolutely correct, Leland. Donald Trump has had a war of words in recent days with Arizona Senator John McCain, in fact, calling McCain a dummy. When moderator Frank Luntz called McCain a war hero, Trump doubled down.
He's a war hero.
5.5 years.
He's a war hero because he was captured. I like people that weren't captured, okay? I hate to tell you.
Do you agree with that?
He's a war hero because he was captured, okay? You can have, and I believe perhaps he's a war hero, but right now he said some very bad things about a lot of people.
On Twitter, former Texas Governor Rick Perry pounced on Trump, saying Senator John McCain is an American hero and all POWs deserve our nation's highest debt of gratitude. Donald Trump's comments are disgraceful, and as you heard, some people in the audience really had a tough time with that comment, Leland.
Indeed, and on Twitter we are hearing from Jeb Bush, enough with the slanderous attacks at John McCain. All of our veterans, particularly POWs, have earned our respect and admiration. As we look at the rest of the field, any idea on the reception for Marco Rubio, who is not exactly at the top of the polls in Iowa, but a lot of people say nationally he's got a very good shot?
You know, the reception for Marco Rubio was warm. He got a partial standing ovation at the beginning and at the end. He stood his ground on the issue of the critical need for entitlement reform, and Rubio went on offense going after the Obama administration's environmental agenda.
I also know of no one who wants to see single mothers have to pay $100 a month more in their utility bill. I know of no one that wants to make the price of food more expensive because it now costs more money to haul eggs from Iowa to some other part of the country. And that's what we're going to get if we go forward on this radical environmental agenda.
So going after the environmental agenda of the Obama administration in this agriculture state was well received by this audience. Leland?
Well, certainly playing to the locals there in terms of ethylene and other things. I'm interested in how faith has been playing into this. It's called the Family Leadership Summit. I can imagine that for social conservatives in Iowa, faith, personal faith of the candidate's got to be a big deal.
Leland, it's been fascinating to watch. Donald Trump talked about going to church, called it critically important. Then Marco Rubio, when he closed, picked up a Bible off the table, flipped to Luke chapter 12, verse 48, and I'll paraphrase, "To those who much is given, much is expected." And then Rubio applied it to this country today.
Much has been given to this country. We have been blessed with this vast, fertile land, with the most creative, hardworking, and innovative people in the history of mankind. And with that, all of these blessings have come a responsibility to lead the world politically, to lead the world economically, to lead the world militarily, and to lead the world morally.
Well, I pray. I go to church. Do I do things that are wrong? I guess so. You know, I'm a business person. I really do well at business. I've done great. I've made some of the great deals.
Those are just the first 2 of 10 Republican candidates coming here today trying to win over critical social conservative support. Leland? You
have a long day ahead of you, Mike. Before you leave, I want to understand a little bit more about the reception Trump got. We heard those boos and jeers in the speech when he took that shot at John McCain. Throughout his speech, though, did he get a warm reception otherwise, or were people pretty skeptical, like after what we just heard from him?
That's a very good point to bring up. He did get a very warm reception, got a partial standing ovation when he started and when he finished, got big applause when he went after John Kerry on the Iran nuclear deal, the crowd really eating up what Trump was saying. And so, to be very fair to him, he did get a good reception, but there was some discomfort about the McCain POW reference.
Well, clearly that, and a lot of discomfort from some of the other candidates as well who are taking shots at him. Mike Emanuel covering it all. Will be all day there in Ames, Iowa. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, my friend.